Good morning, Sioux St. Marie and Algoma. Welcome to Special Report for Friday, July 17th. And yes, today is Mandatory Mask Day, and we'll get to a little bit later in the show as well, where we have an interview with Jennifer Flood that I did yesterday. We'll have 2 clips from that for you to learn a little bit more about the new mandatory mask policy. But Alex is doing something today he hasn't done for about 4 months.
We're going back to the gym, baby. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Pick stuff up, put it down, but I can only do it for an hour at a time.
Yeah. And so actually, if you, on your screen, you'll be able to see some people working out in plexiglass boxes, basically.
I don't think it'll be that extreme when I go.
Yeah, no. But they are only like 10 in your gym at a time or something?
They didn't put a number on it, but it depends on the square footage. I believe that was, you were the one that told me that actually. So when I get there, I'm not sure. I had to book ahead of time. You can book an hour session, and then it's followed by a 15-minute sanitization process. So they'll clean the whole gym. Next round of people go in. I can only book 2 days ahead of time, 2 appointments at a time. But after I'm done today, I should be able to book for Sunday. But right now, I only have Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, and then the YMCA is going to open as well on the 22nd. They're going to have a bunch of new rules for that. They've been closed since the 16th of March, so basically there'll be about a little over 4 months that they've been closed. They're going to have reduced hours from 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the week, but they will be closed for deep cleaning from 1 to 3. Kind of similar to what your gym is doing with 15 minutes every hour. They won't be open on Sunday and Saturday. It'll be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You will be required to wear a mask except when you're working out, or if you are doing any sort of emergency or medical help to anyone. There will be reduced building access. They haven't said exactly what that will be, and you'll see barriers and also social distancing. There'll be stickers on the floor and so on, so you know how to social distance correct.
But you guys don't want to know if I'm going to the gym. You don't want to know if Chris is going to the gym, but we want to know if you're going to the gym. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, you'll be able to see somewhere in this general vicinity is a poll. We want to know what you are doing, if you're going to the gyms, if you're brave like me, or if you're staying at home and staying safe, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let us know, and we'll have those results for you, hopefully correctly this time, unlike yesterday at the end of today's show.
Yeah, so the poll question is, would you go to a gym? The answers are yes, no, or yes, but with a mask. And the yes with a mask is would you work out with the mask actually on? Obviously, you would have to wear the mask in when you're not working out, but are you going to wear a mask when you're actually working out as well?
The website, it didn't specify if you needed a mask or not. It says all their staff will have masks and all of that good stuff, but it's a public business. So
so mask policy would count.
Right? So that's why I'm just prepping myself. I'm just prepping myself for later today. You know what I hate about
You're
masks?
also trying to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, it kind of looks like with that.
Yeah, does it look good?
Yeah.
Is it a good look? But I just hate...
It's got that Ninja Turtle color.
The only thing I hate about masks is I try to smile at people, and they just have no idea. So now I'm just going to stick out my tongue and make funny faces at them.
Actually, yesterday I saw on the internet, on the interwebs, there's a guy in the States who's making masks, but there's it's clear. So it has fabric all around, and then he has sewn in like that really thin kind of plastic.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Into the mask, so you can see the person's face.
Okay.
See their lips move.
A little bit more welcoming.
Yeah, and he's made them specifically for
servers.
Yeah, and like places where you're interacting with the public, but you're like the person doing it. So yeah, like a server in a restaurant, cashiers, things like that. And actually, you can see a picture of one on the screen right now.
Oh, that's terrifying. Never mind. I think this one's better.
So anyways, they have someone in the States has actually created that, and they're selling those now. I haven't seen any of those in Canada yet, but I'm sure that they will make their way here.
I hope I don't see them because that was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, it looks a little weird. I'll give you that. Ford's coming up at 1 p.m. today.
With our boy.
Yes. He was in Chatham yesterday. He bumped his time from 1 to 1:30 to 2:40. Hopefully he'll be on time today. It's supposed to be there 1 o'clock in Kitchener at Medical Innovation Exchange. He's going to be there with Vic Fideli, who is the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. And guess who else is with him?
Our boy, Rossi Romano.
Yes, Ross Romano, Minister of Colleges and Universities, will be there as well. So hopefully that will be on 1 o'clock. If not, we will carry it when it does happen today. Because obviously, with Ross being the local MPP, We should see what happens there. Yeah, so, okay, stage 3. A couple things. Almost a lot of things are open. We've gone over the things that aren't open. Obviously, things like you won't be able to go to a buffet restaurant, but you can go to a sit-down restaurant, things like that. About 99% of businesses will be able to operate today, but social distancing, masks, and so on will be in effect to do that. And also, the city has announced that their outdoor playgrounds and play structures will be open, but they want social distancing to be practiced of at least 2 meters, unless, for example, let's say a brother and a sister go, they don't have to social distance because they live in the same house. So you can play with your siblings, or if you're in your social circle, you can be within the 6 feet. If not, you're supposed to stay 6 feet apart. So that's open. They're open today. So you can go Bellevue Park and other parks around. Things that won't be open: Gateway Casino.
Right.
They will be staying closed for the foreseeable future. They have to submit a plan to the Alcohol and Gaming Commission to reopen. And if they do reopen, they'll have a max capacity of 50 people in the whole place.
Okay.
No table games, no buffet restaurants or anything like that, and at any of the Gateway casinos. And Gateway is the one that owns the casino here in Sault Ste. Marie. Okay, yesterday I interviewed Jennifer Flood. She's a public health nurse with Algoma Public Health. We talked about the mandatory mask policy, and she's going to explain now to you why they put this into place. Roll the video. The new mandatory mask policy that comes into effect tomorrow, Friday, July the 17th.
Yeah, so APH has issued this mandatory policy for masking. It includes indoor, enclosed spaces where the general public has access to. So things like stores, pharmacies, transit, that sort of thing. It does not include office buildings where there's no members of the public accessing it. Though certainly we would encourage employees to wear masks if they're not able to physically distance, but it's specific to indoor spaces where members of the public are entering and have access.
And if you want to see that full interview, it is up on our Facebook page. You just click on the videos and then just watch the Chris Wilcorn show for July the 16th. My show was fully on with Jennifer Flood last night, and then it was on this morning on Facebook, so you can watch it there. We'll have a little bit more from that video later on in the show. Alrighty, Daniel, what's going on with weather? Oh, okay. And also we'll go to weather in just 1 second. The 5-card draw has been canceled at the hospital this year. So that is not available. Another thing that's been canceled.
They are encouraging you that if you bought car draw tickets in years past, that you can still support them with their 50-50 draws. And they do those, I believe it's once a month. I'm looking behind the camera. Yes, it is once a month.
Yeah. And also the Sioux Area Film Festival has been canceled. You got some info on that, don't you?
Yeah, that's the Sioux, Michigan Film Festival. It's canceled. They were looking to push it back to September 16th to 20th, and then no, just like most things, not going to happen, but they are looking into the feasibility of doing it online, and I feel like that wouldn't be too hard, especially with how Zoom's been implemented with screen sharing and that good stuff. But for right now, nothing on the film festival. Sorry, guys.
Well, we've been doing some of the arts and culture stuff the last 3 weeks on Thursday nights that we've been airing from a couple different cities in Northern Ontario as well, and they're doing that. So
We're trying to help you guys.
And speaking of the Michigan side, the Twin Sioux Car Show is supposed to happen on August the 8th. Obviously, the border is presently closed, and the Twin Sioux Cruisers Car Club is actually hoping and expecting the border will be open on August the 8th so that people on the Sioux Ontario side can participate. I think that will not be happening.
That is very optimistic.
I would not plan on going to the Twin Sioux Car Show on the Michigan side on August the 8th because the border will not be open August the 8th given what's happening on that side.
So they're going to do the car show regardless if the border's open, eh?
Yeah, they're just going to do it on their side. Maybe they're going to do something on this side too, but in this announcement anyways, they didn't say if anything was happening on this side. But the club president actually said that they are hoping it opens prior to August 8th so the Canadian club members and car enthusiasts from across the border can attend. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, no, that won't be happening. So anyways, we're going to throw it over to Daniel for some weather. Morning, Daniel.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chris and Alex. And I have to mention, along with Alex, I'm very excited to get back to the gym. I'm a member at the Y, so I'll be waiting until Wednesday, but pretty excited to get back there. I think you have to join us, Chris.
Every chair.
At the Y?
Hey, at the Y or wherever Alex goes. Come on now.
Well, Alex goes to, what's the one you call me go to?
Fit for Less.
Fit for Less, yeah, near Canadian
Free
Tire,
plug.
right?
Don't worry. You
Yeah.
can give me your my next month free. You're good. Don't worry. We'll get it figured out.
We'll get him in there. We'll get him in there.
Yeah, I for the would you go to the gym thing, I actually voted no, so I'm good for the next little bit. So.
Oh well, we'll get you there. Don't worry. Looking at behind me here, we've got a different view this morning. The camera has moved, and we can see that the live view of our waterfront and our pavilion there is sponsored by wirelesscom.ca, and it actually gives you a better view of the sky. You can see some clouds hanging around there, but that's not going to be a problem today. We're going to see a lot of sun and a high UV index, so get ready for that. But we are going to have a change this weekend. I'm going to have more information when we come back from this break, so stay tuned for more special report. We'll be right back.
Even though we can't always meet in person, we can still listen.
Even though schools are closed, help is still available in your community.
Even though you may be worried, services and supports are still here.
In stressful times like these, families need mental health supports more than ever.
We are here to make sure you can stay connected to your community and culture.
Nous savons qu'il peut être difficile de rester à la maison, mais vous n'êtes pas seul.
And we know asking for help for yourself and others can be hard.
But there are people in your community who are ready to support you.
No matter your age, gender, sexual identity, race, or culture.
No matter the day, time, or issue.
We're here to help.
And welcome back to Special Report for Friday, July the 17th. We are brought to you by KC Securities. Thank you very much to KC Securities for sponsoring the Special Report at 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. each weekday. Thank you very much, Daniel, for that. Okay, time for some Facebook shoutouts. Good morning to Alicia and Ali and Ron. Ali and Ron says there's too many rules, so they're just going to stay home. Also, good morning to Evelyn and also my mom. So good morning to all of you. Okay, let's go over to Daniel for the 3-day forecast.
Thank you very much, Chris. I'm going to start with a radar shot here behind me. You're going to see, it's going to come up on your screen here in a second, but there's a cell that we're tracking here through the U.S. there that's kind of over Kansas right now, and there's another stationary front that's on the upper corner of your screen there on the right-hand side. Now what's going to happen is this cell is probably going to come up and kind of push through, and we're going to get some showers and maybe some thunderstorms on Saturday and Sunday. That has not changed as of yet. We've been forecasting that for the last few days, so watch for that this weekend. We might have some sun, some rain, some shower. It might be a mixed bag of everything. Very unstable weather, and there is going to be a lot of humidity. Okay, so we're going to get into your expected highs for Northern Ontario today. 30 degrees in Thunder Bay, 25 in Wawa, you are going to be the cool spot. 28 in Timmins, 28 here in Sault Ste. Marie, 28 in Elliott Lake as well, and 29 in Sudbury. And the expected lows for our region overnight will be 17 in Thunder Bay, 14 in Wawa, once again the cool spot. Timmins 16, Sault Ste. Marie will be at 19, and Elliott Lake and Sudbury, you will both be at 18 degrees overnight. Currently we are sitting at 19. It is sunny outside, a couple clouds lingering, but not much going on. We are going to get up to a high of 28 today with a humidex of 34. And I'm just going to look at my sheet because I believe that UV index is, yes, 9 or very high. So you're going to want that sunscreen and your hat. Winds are 14 kilometers to the northwest, so not much relief in the breeze there. You're still going to cook if you're out there too long. Okay, Saturday and Sunday, highs of 30 and 26 on both days. As you can see, the thunderbolts are there because there's a good chance that we're going to see that unstable weather. Very high humidity, so it is going to be sticky out and very wet. And, you know, overnight, you're not going to get much relief on that day. On Saturday, it's only going to get down to 19 and then 16 on Sunday night. However, that's going to move through, and on Monday we're going to see seasonal temperatures of around 25 with lows around 16. And I'm going to have your 7-day coming up after the next break, which you're going to see. We're going to have high pressure, we're going to have more sun coming up, and it's going to be a very beautiful week. So I'll have those details in a bit. I'm going to send it back over to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Weekend not looking so great, but hopefully when we see that 7-day forecast, we'll see some suns on that 7-day forecast.
Dan,
this weekend's not looking too great unless you like thunderstorms. So.
Dan, I swear, if you tell me that the weekend's going to rain all week, just be followed by 5 days of sun, I'll just come over to that studio.
That forecast.
We'll have a quick little word,
we'll have a little chat outside.
Just like friends do in the parking lot, you know?
Yeah,
anyway.
Back behind the dumpster.
Let's, you know what, speaking of maybe things that could get you in trouble with the police, a couple of people in Wawa had the bright idea to run away from police after they tried to put a spike belt down, and that failed. So their names are Jesse Janot Olette and Harley Cote. They almost got away for 24 hours, just shy by one. And they ended up turning themselves in after fleeing from police yesterday. If you watched the news with myself, which of course I know you did, then you already know about this. But both occupants of that vehicle surrendered themselves at 8 a.m. 2 days ago now, confirmed by police, and they will be in court in Wawa July 20th. I don't know if this is going to offend anybody from Wawa, but I didn't even know you had a court there. But that's cool. Good for you guys.
There's only like 3,000 people live there or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
well, I guess they need a court for when people do this type of thing. Yeah.
Jesse, 23-year-old Jesse, and Harley, what are you guys doing?
Trying to outrun the police. Wow.
I know.
I mean, they did escape for 23 hours. I mean, they could have gone another hour probably before surrendering, at least make it a full day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. 1 hour short. That's what they're probably thinking.
Underachievers.
That's what they're probably thinking. Like, rats, Harley. We were 1 hour away from being the whole. If
Alex and I did that, we'd make sure it was 24 hours.
The 24-hour
the 24-hour rule before you submit. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if you want to run away from police, at least make it a day. Yeah. This message has been brought to you by On TV, Sioux Online, and KC Securities. Just kidding. I take that back. See the sincerity in my face? I didn't mean it.
You should be wearing one of the ones where we can see your face.
No, those are kind of creepy. I don't like those ones. No, thank you.
Alrighty, Daniel will be back with the 7-day forecast after the commercial break. We'll see you in 1 minute.
A message from the Government of Canada.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
And welcome back to Special Report, brought to you by KC Securities. I'm here with my co-host Alex Parr, and I'm Chris Olcorn. I hope you're having a great morning, and I hope we're making it a little bit better for you. We're going to go up to Daniel in just a second for the 7-day weather, but we do ask that you send in Weather Watcher photos or videos. You can send those to ontvweather@gmail.com, and we put those into our weather and show beautiful places all over Algoma and the rest of Canada and anywhere else that you've traveled in the world that you want to send us a picture in. Alrighty, Daniel, what's going on for 7 days?
Thank you very much, Chris, and you got that plug in. So
yeah, speaking of the Weather Watcher video, we're right there.
That's right. So we got we got a nice photo here from producer Mike. This was from Algoma Bay, just I believe just outside of Algoma Bay, and it's gorgeous. The clouds there look pretty ominous on that when the sun going down, but beautiful shot. It is very beautiful up there. If you're going between Sault Ste. Marie and Wawa, make sure to check that out. Okay, getting into your 7-day forecast. Saturday and Sunday, as I mentioned, we are going to see those showers and risk of thunderstorms and very unstable weather, hot and humid on both of those days. But as promised, when we get out of that into the work week, Monday, Tuesday, we're going to have some sun and clouds, highs around seasonal, 25 degrees. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you're looking at highs to between 25 and 27, and that's where all the sun shows back up on those days. High pressure is going to be back. It's going to be a gorgeous week. We have lows only in the mid to high teens, so it's not going to cool down a whole lot, and you're going to see a lot of sun. Perfect for the beach, perfect for camp, wherever you're going. Make sure you get out and enjoy it now, and because we may see a change near the end of the month, but right now things are looking good up until the end of July. I'm going to send it back over to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Daniel. We greatly appreciate that. And at least there is some sun going into next weekend. So hopefully next week will be sunny as well. Okay, yesterday the province released their COVID-19 numbers, and we had 111 new infections. Our 5-day rolling average, which is the really important number to look at, is now down to 114 new cases on average the previous 5 days. But there is an alarming trend, and that is that a lot of the people who are now testing positive for COVID-19 are under the age of 40. And we've seen now that about 50% of people who are tested that come back positive are actually between 20 and 39. Obviously, some of that has to do with the fact that they've gone back to work, and that's probably going to be happening even more as we open up more things today. So we should see a spike in cases in 2 to 3 weeks from now, but keep doing the social distancing, using the mask, and so on. Now we have more from my interview with Jennifer Flood, who's public health nurse at Algoma Public Health, and I asked her about the mask enforcement. Roll the clip. Who will be enforcing this policy?
So the policy doesn't has no enforcement at present time. I think I had mentioned the term good faith policy. Mm-hmm. So we put it in place, hoping that the community itself, abides by it. Like I said, for those who are able to wear a mask, we know the community has been doing a really great job at supporting one another, and has made multiple sacrifices to help keep the community safe. So there's no enforcement, but we are feeling confident that those who are able to wear a mask will do so. So certainly, if you see someone not wearing a mask, you don't need to call public health. You don't need to call the police. We want to assume that that person has a valid reason for not wearing a mask, and we don't want to stigmatize them or draw attention to them.
And that was Jennifer Flood. She's a public health nurse with Algoma Public Health. You can see that full interview that I did with her on the Chris Holborn Show, the July 16th one, which aired last night, but you can also watch it on Facebook video. And just to cover a couple things that we didn't actually cover in that interview, and that is who should be wearing masks of your employees. And basically, any employee who's working in a public space should be wearing a mask unless they're exempted for a medical reason, or if they're behind a plexiglass barrier, they don't have to wear a mask. But basically, it's like if an employee is facing the public and they need to be wearing a mask unless they have a medical exemption. However, if you're at a private business like Sioux Online on TV here, where we are not open to the public, you do not have to wear a mask, but you still got to do the social distancing. But if you are retail stores or any of that, you got to do the social distancing. Okay, and we have a In This Together video.
Yeah, I wasn't really here at the time of this happened, but I know how wonderfully talented Colette Linden is, and she took the lead on a poppies and peonies story, which, honestly, with a name like that, I wasn't too sure what it was, but I had to watch this excellent video we're about to roll to learn a little bit more, and now we can share that information with you. Let's roll it.
I'm here today with Jane Vino. She is an influencer with Poppies and Peonies. Hi, Jane. How are you today?
I'm great, Colette. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. Okay, Jane, my first question. What is an influencer?
Well, an influencer, we're basically a brand ambassador for the company Poppy and Peonies.
Okay.
So Poppy and Peonies is a Canadian company that just celebrated their 4th birthday earlier on in the year. And we sell purses, travel accessories, and accessories.
Okay. Ooh, that sounds like right up my alley. And just before we start, I just want everybody to know that Jane is very much on social media. She has a Facebook page. You just type in Poppies and Peonies, and we're getting you up on Instagram too, I hear. Right, Jane?
Yeah, that was my project for the last couple of weeks, was learning all about Instagram, and I tell you, there's a lot to learn.
There certainly is. I do understand that. Just out of curiosity, Jane, what are some of your hottest items?
Well, right now we have sunglasses have just on the scene this spring, and they've been a hot commodity.
Yeah,
as well. Blue light filter glasses and beach totes.
Nice.
Basically,
so getaway stuff. If we want to go away for the weekend, I would reach out to you and I'd order that, which is where I want to direct my next question. How do I see your merchandise? How do I place an order? And what can you tell me about your business?
Okay, well, Poppy and Peonies is, we have a website, so it's www.poppyandpeonies.com/Jane, and that'd get you to me.
Okay.
And I do posts daily on my Facebook page, as well as I create, I call them Wear It Wednesday commercials. So every Wednesday I create a commercial and post it on my Facebook page, and I introduce a new bag every week or accessories, so you can see me there.
Okay. That sounds great. I will definitely be there on Wednesdays. You are speaking my language today, Jane. Okay, Jane, so tell me, during this pandemic, what are some unique ways you guys came up with to sell your products and reach out to your customers?
Well, our in-home socials, or purse parties as we like to call them, have moved to be strictly online now.
Okay.
They can be done either as a Facebook party or as a group of gals getting together on Messenger. It could even be as simple as sending a shopping link to someone to share with their friends via text or on Messenger, and they can collect orders. I've created my Wear It Wednesday commercials and post those on my Facebook page and on Instagram now. And just everything's online for ordering anyway, so that was a good thing. We're already comfortable with that particular way of ordering.
Yeah.
And I started something new a couple of weeks ago. I offered, I like to call them Poppy and Peony show and tell.
Okay.
Kind of a throwback from my teaching days.
Yeah.
So if someone's interested in seeing a bag or seeing some accessories, they want to get an up-close look at them before they place an online order. I'm offering that opportunity. People can make an appointment, and they can either come to my driveway or my front step, or I can go to theirs, and in a socially distanced way, they can take a look at something if they're interested. And I'm going on my very first show and tell this afternoon.
Oh, wow. Okay, congratulations. This is such a great business idea. I love it, and I love accessories, so I think you found yourself another new customer. Jane, is there anything else you'd like the listeners to know and the viewers to know today?
Well, on behalf of all of those people who are in direct sales, we rely on the goodwill of our friends and family to like our Facebook pages and to engage in our posts. And I don't know if people realize the importance of hitting that like button and hitting that share button, because right now, under COVID measures, that's really the only way that we can get people in the community to know that we exist and with others. So I encourage it.
Sorry to cut you off. I hope that this promotional video will help with that and to gain some more customers for you. So everybody go visit Poppies and Peonies, like and share a little bit more. Have a great day, Jane.
Thank you too, Colette. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And welcome back. Okay, we did our poll today of would you go to a gym? 29% of people said yes, 71% said no, and 0 said yes, but with a mask. So it looks like most people won't be going to the gym in the next little while, which is good for you. You'll be able to book more appointments.
More appointments, more machines open. Thank you. And thank you actually for interacting. We really appreciate seeing your opinions every single morning.
And we'll be back at 1 p.m. For Doug Ford's press conference. Today there's Vic Fideli, the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade, and Ross Romano. Have a great morning. You'll have news until 1, and we will see you at 5 and 7 tonight.